Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Pot Smoker's Bible. My name is Zion. I'm the author of the Pot Smoker's Bible, which contains the prophetic book of Zion, where I get my name and authority. It comes from the Ketuvim, or Old Testament of the Christian Bible. I use the Christian Bible, the King James Version, to put together the prophecy of Israel. The reason why I say Christian Bible, I'm not a Christian, but I was raised Lutheran. That's why the King James Version is the one that I'm familiar with. I also used it because King Henry VIII was my 19th great grandfather. So I was actually related to King James. So Uncle James put this together for me so that I could use it today to save my people. Now, today's passage, or today's chapter, is called The Transgressions of My People. So you're going to find out now just who God's people are because of what they do. And it's going to show you that, yes, God knows exactly what we do. He knows. So you can't deny this is who God chooses, because these people do this. The punishment of the iniquity of the daughter of my people is greater than the punishment of the sin of Sodom, that was overthrown in a moment, and no hand stayed on her. Her Nazarites were purer than snow. They were whiter than milk. They were more ruddy in body than rubies. Their polishing was as of sapphire. Their visage is blacker than coal. They are not known in the streets. Their skin cleaveth to their bones. It's withered. It has become like a stick. Cry aloud and spare not. Lift up the voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgressions, and the house of Jacob their sins. Yet they seek me daily, and delight to know my ways, as a nation that did righteousness, and forsook not the ordinance of justice. They take delight in approaching to God. Wherefore have we fasted, say they, and thou seest not? Wherefore have we afflicted our soul, and thou takest no knowledge? Behold, in the day of your fast you find pleasure, and exact all your labors. Behold, you fast for strife and for debate, and to smite with the fist of wickedness. You shall not fast as you do this day, to make your voice to be heard on high. Is it of such a fast that I have chosen? A day for a man to afflict his soul? Is it to bow down his head to the bulrush, and to spread sackcloths and asses under him? Wilt thou call this a fast, and an acceptable day of the Lord? Is not this the fast that I have chosen, to loose the bonds of wickedness, and to undo the heavy burden, and to let the oppressed go free, that you break every yoke? Is it not to deal thy bread to the hungry, and that you bring the poor that are cast out to thy house? When thou seest the naked, that thou cover him, and that thou hide not thyself from thine own flesh? Woe unto them that rise up early in the morning, that they may follow strong drink, and continue until night, till wine inflames them, and the harp and the viol and the terraces and pipe and wine are in their feasts. But they regard not the works of the Lord, neither consider the operation of his hands. Therefore my people are gone into captivity, because they have no knowledge, and their honorable men are famished, and their multitude are dried up with thirst. Therefore hell hath enlarged herself, and opened her mouth without measure, and their glory, and their multitude, and their pomp, and he that rejoices shall descend into it. And the mean man shall be bowed down, and the mighty man shall be humbled, and the eyes of the lofty shall be humbled. But the Lord of hosts shall be exalted in judgment, and God that is holy shall be sanctified in righteousness. Moreover, the Lord said, because the daughters of Zion are haughty, and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go, and making a tinkling sound with their feet. Therefore, the Lord will smite with the scab the crown of the head of the daughter of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret parts. In that day, the Lord will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments about their feet, and their cowls, and their round tires like the moon, the chains, and the bracelets, and the mufflers, the bonnets, and the ornaments of the legs, and the leg headbands, and the tablets, and the earrings, the rings, and the nose jewels, the changeable suits of apparel, the mantles, and the whipples, and the crisping pins, the glasses, and the linen, and the hooks, and the vials. And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet, there will be stink, and instead of a girdle, a rent, and instead of well-dressed hair, baldness, and instead of a stomacher, a girding of sackcloth, and burning instead of beauty. Thy men shall fall by the sword, and thy mighty men in the war, and her gates shall lament and mourn, and she, being desolate, shall sit on the ground. Yet now hear, Jacob, my servant, and Israel, whom I have chosen. Thus saith the Lord, that hath made thee, and formed thee from the womb, which will help thee. Fear not, O Jacob, my servant, and Jerusalem, whom I have chosen. For I will pour water upon him that is thirsty, and floods upon the dry ground. I will pour my spirit upon thy seed, and my blessing upon thy offspring. And they shall spring up among the grasses, as willows by the watercourses, and shall say to another, I am the Lord's. And another shall call himself by the name of Jacob, and another shall subscribe with his hand unto the Lord, and surname himself by the name of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, the King of Israel, and his Redeemer, the Lord of hosts, I am the first, and I am the last, and beside me there is no God. Hear the word of the Lord, you children of Israel, for the Lord hath controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of God in the land. By swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out, and blood touches blood. Therefore shall the land mourn, and every one that dwelleth therein shall languish, with the beasts of the field and with the fowls of the heavens. Yea, the fishes of the sea shall also be taken away. Yet let no man strive, nor reprove another, for thy people are as they that strive with the priests. Therefore thou shalt fall in the day, and the prophet also shall fall upon thee in the night, and I will destroy your mother. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to thee. Seeing that thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children. And as they were increased, so they sinned against me. Therefore will I turn their glory into shame. They eat up the sin of my people, and set their heart on their iniquity. And there shall be like people, like priests, and I will punish them for their ways, and reward them for their doings. Hearken unto me, O house of Jacob, and all ye remnant of the house of Israel, which are born of me from the belly, which are carried in the womb. And even to your old age I am he, and even to whores' hairs will I carry you. I have made, and I will bear, even I will carry, and I will deliver you. And I will set my glory among the heathen, and all the heathen shall see my judgment that I have executed, and my hand that I have laid upon them. My covenant will I not break, nor alter the thing that is gone out of my lips. Fear thou not, thou one Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, saith the Lord, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. As for my people, my children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy paths. The Lord standeth up to plead, and standeth up to judge the people. The Lord will enter into judgment with the ancients of his people, and all princes thereof. For you have eaten up the vineyard, and the spoil of the poor is in your houses. What mean you? That you beat my people to pieces and grind the faces of the poor, saith the Lord of hosts. I will gather them that are sorrowful for a solemn assembly, who are of thee, to whom the reproach of it was a burden. Behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halted, and gather her that was driven out, and I will get them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame. And at that time will I bring you again, even in that time I will gather you, for I will make you a name and a praise among all peoples of the earth, when I return back your captivity before your eyes, saith the Lord. The people who have walked in darkness hath seen a great light. They that dwell in the land of the shadow of death, upon them has the light shined. Thou hast multiplied the nation, and not increased the joy. They joy before thee according to the joy of harvest, and as men rejoice when they divide the spoil. For thou hast broken the yoke of his burden, and the staff of his shoulder, the rod of his oppression, as in the day of Midian. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. And the Redeemer shall come to Zion, and unto them that are turned from transgression in Jacob, saith the Lord. For as for me, this is my covenant with them, saith the Lord. My spirit that is upon thee, and my words which I have put in thy mouth, shall not depart from thy mouth, nor out of the mouth of thy seed, saith the Lord, henceforth and forever. So ends the 14th chapter of the Potsmoker's Bible. And as you can see from this reading, it's all about the drugs. Okay? There was one whole section of this chapter that was about nothing but tweak. If you're a tweaker, that's your fast. Believe it or not. You're fasting, which is a religious observance. But you're doing it wrong. Don't worry. We'll fix that. You see, the problem with America, nothing's done right in America. Not even our fast. So we're going to take methamphetamines and we're going to perfect it into a safe, effective alternative. Something that my priests can do when they're in need of visions. Because that's what it's for. It's to give us visions. To put us deeper into the transient state so that we can see and hear and know beyond physical reality. That's what tweak is for. Now, another big part of this uh, passage was about the women and their clothes and their makeup and their jewelry and all the tinkling of the feet. I love that one. You know, when you wear high heels, lady, and you walk and go tinky 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 tink. That's what that's talking about. So your high heels are in there. All your jewelry is in there. All your hair stuff is in there. You know, it's like all your wimples and all your curling irons and all that crap. That's all in there. And it's saying, it's like, you're fucking beautiful enough without all that crap. And let me tell you, I can verify that. Because you know what? Every time I accept an invitation from a guy on Facebook, I inevitably get the same crap. Oh, hi, beautiful. Beautiful. Look at this. There's not makeup on this face. Why is this guy calling me and telling me I'm beautiful if I'm not wearing makeup? Ladies, you are beautiful without all that garbage and crap on your fucking face. So our sin is we party and we wear makeup. So may the great watch over you, guide you, and protect you, keep you from all harm, and teach you right from wrong. May you be worthy of them, please. May your thoughts, words, and deeds reflect truth, good, and light the unicorn way. Find your joy and pursue it. Stay happy and high. Know I love you. We'll be together soon in our tents. See you later, 'cause I'll never say goodbye.